Hello, dear viewers. Welcome back to our channel, your ultimate guide for everything travel. This is your one-stop shop for the latest travel tips, comprehensive destination guides, and the most updated restrictions for globetrotters like you. Whether you're a seasoned jet-setter or a budding adventurer, we've got something for everyone. So buckle up because we're about to take you on a journey to the unknown. Today we have a fascinating topic to delve into: the countries Americans are currently not allowed to travel to. Starting off our list, we have North Korea, a country with strict travel restrictions for Americans. Notorious for its highly militarized society and single-party governance under the Workers' Party of Korea, North Korea presents a unique set of challenges for would-be visitors. The primary reason for the travel ban is the tense political climate. North Korea has been at odds with the United States for decades, resulting in a relationship fraught with conflict and mistrust. This has culminated in the U.S. government prohibiting American citizens from using their passports to travel there, under the risk of severe penalties. But it's not just politics. Safety concerns also play a significant role in the ban. The unpredictable nature of North Korea's regime, along with reports of arbitrary detention of foreign nationals, make it a high-risk destination. So, North Korea is one destination that remains off-limits for American travelers. Next up we have Iran, another country with a travel ban for U.S. citizens. Now there's a good reason for this. The United States and Iran have had a complex and strained relationship for decades, and this has resulted in a travel ban for security reasons. Iran, a country rich in history and culture, is currently off-limits due to political conflicts. The U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 travel advisory, the highest level, advising Americans not to travel to Iran. The reasons include the risk of kidnapping and the arbitrary arrest and detention of U.S. citizens. Furthermore, the U.S. government does not have diplomatic or consular relations with Iran, meaning they have limited ability to provide emergency services to U.S. citizens in Iran. This lack of support makes it a high-risk destination. Given the current state of affairs, Iran is not an accessible destination for Americans. It's a place of intrigue, but for now, it remains a country to admire from afar. Our third country is Syria, where a travel ban is in place due to the ongoing civil war. Once a vibrant hub of Middle Eastern culture, Syria's landscape has dramatically changed over the last decade. The civil war that began in 2011 has left the country in a state of unrest, with many of its historical sites and cities heavily affected. The U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 travel advisory for Syria. This is the highest level of warning, and it means do not travel. The reasons are manifold, including terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, and armed conflict. Syria's civil war has unfortunately made it a hotspot for terrorist activity, with groups such as ISIS previously establishing strongholds in the country. The risk of kidnapping is also high, with foreigners being targeted. These factors make Syria a high-risk destination, putting travelers' safety at risk. So, Syria, unfortunately, is another country that Americans cannot currently visit. Next on our list is Libya, another country that is currently inaccessible to American travelers. Situated in North Africa, Libya is a country of rich history and stunning landscapes. However, due to the ongoing political instability and security concerns, the U.S. government strongly advises against any travel to this nation. Since the fall of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, Libya has been in a state of turmoil, with various factions vying for control. This has resulted in a volatile security situation with frequent clashes and acts of terrorism. Kidnapping of foreign nationals, including Americans, is also a serious concern. Moreover, the lack of essential services such as medical facilities and consular assistance makes it difficult to ensure the safety of American citizens. It's also important to note that U.S. embassy operations in Libya are currently suspended, which means no emergency services are available for U.S. citizens in the country. Hence, Libya is another destination that is off-limits for Americans. Last but not least, we have Yemen, a country that is also off-limits for Americans. Nestled on the southern tip of the Arabian Peninsula, Yemen's rich history and diverse landscapes make it a place of intrigue. However, this enchanting nation is currently off the tourist map, primarily due to the ongoing civil war that has engulfed the country since 2015. The conflict has resulted in a severe humanitarian crisis and heightened security risks, making it a perilous destination for travelers. In addition to the civil war, threats of terrorism and violent political unrest add to the dangers. Kidnappings and armed attacks are unfortunately common, and the lack of essential services makes it difficult for any potential aid or rescue. The U.S. Department of State has issued a do not travel advisory, emphasizing the extreme risk involved. So, Yemen is the 5th country on our list where travel is currently not permitted for Americans. So, there you have it, the top 5 countries Americans are currently not allowed to travel to. We started our journey in the enigmatic North Korea, a country shrouded in mystery and fraught with political tension. Due to the severe threat to personal safety and the lack of diplomatic relations, the U.S. government discourages travel to this nation. Then we ventured Iran, a land of rich history and culture. However, the risk of detention and imprisonment for U.S. citizens, particularly those holding dual nationality, has led to a ban on travel. Our third stop was Syria, where the ongoing conflict and terrorism make it a no-go zone for Americans. The risk of violence and the lack of consular support services make it a dangerous destination. Next, we explored Libya, a country battling internal strife and instability. The high threat of crime, terrorism, and civil unrest, coupled with the kidnapping risk, has resulted in a travel prohibition. Finally, we landed in Yemen, a country grappling with war and humanitarian crisis. The extreme danger to civilians, risk of kidnapping, and lack of consular services make it off-limits to U.S. citizens. These prohibitions are not meant to stifle our wanderlust, but to protect us from harm. Travel is a fantastic way to broaden our horizons, understand different cultures, and step out of our comfort zones. However, it's also crucial to stay informed about the potential risks and restrictions to ensure a safe and enjoyable journey. Each of these countries has its own unique culture, history, and people that we would love to explore. However, due to the current circumstances, they remain inaccessible to American travelers. We hope that in the future, these issues will be resolved and we can freely explore these fascinating regions. In the meantime, there are hundreds of other wonderful countries out there waiting to be discovered. Let's continue to fuel our passion for travel, but do so responsibly and safely. Remember, the world is a vast and beautiful place filled with endless opportunities for adventure. So keep that passport ready, stay informed, and let your curiosity guide you to your next destination. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all things travel. What travel topics would you like us to cover next? Leave your suggestions in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and keep exploring.